1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Rising heat is impacting more than we think.
There are corals that can live in hotter water. We just have to find them and try to repopulate with them.
As scientists scramble to protect Florida's coral reefs from dangerous temperatures, tensions are heating up between UPS and its unions.
And we will withhold our labor July 31st at 12:01 a.m.
as negotiations stall in the face of the largest company strike in U.S. history. And local industries are coming together.
It's nice to see that so many families are coming out
as they work to improve community health through the help of art. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Kenneth Bueno.
I'm Lauren Wirtz. Today is Monday, July 24th, 2023.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
We begin this morning with breaking news. Freddie Ramirez, the Miami-Dade police director and candidate in next year's election for Miami-Dade mayor, was critically injured and is now in a Tampa hospital. The Miami Herald is reporting that it was self-inflicted gunshot wound. Director Ramirez was attending a sheriff's convention in the Tampa Bay area, but details at this point are sketchy.
The department put out a statement on Twitter that reads, quote, "We have been advised by local law enforcement agencies that our director, Alfredo Freddie Ramirez, has suffered a critical injury in the Tampa area. Details surrounding the incident are being investigated jointly by the Florida Highway Patrol and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. We will provide more information as it becomes available." The Miami Herald has quoted law enforcement sources and is reporting that the police director shot himself.
This morning, South Florida's ongoing marine heat wave could cause detrimental effects with coral reefs. Coral reefs are accustomed to living at around 80 degrees but are now suffering due to water temperatures skyrocketing to the 90s. According to a recent study conducted by the University of Miami, the threat to the underwater ecosystem could go as far as extinction.
The marine heat wave is more or less throughout the Caribbean at this point. Certain parts of the Caribbean, like Belize, are already bleaching and bleaching pretty severely. And Florida is where Belize was about a month ago.
Reefs are essential to Florida. They not only protect the marine biodiversity that generates billions of dollars a year for the state, but also act as a natural defense system for coastlining during hurricanes. Restoration projects are now being administered to help corals become tolerant to the rising temperatures and reduce the bleaching.
When going to the beach, anything could wash ashore. This was the case at a Florida beach as not your typical seaweed was spotted. Large amounts of marijuana washed ashore on Neptune Beach near Jacksonville this past weekend, enough to cover an entire shoreline. Although it looked like regular sargassum, most beachgoers instantly knew it was not the regular seaweed from the ocean. Officers eventually cleaned up the drug as Neptune Beach Police Department stated not to try it or take it home.
With 14 announced Republican presidential candidates, news this morning that as many as half may be left out of the first debate. The candidates who have qualified include former President Donald Trump, who is leading the pack despite his legal entanglements. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is a distant second in many polls. As of right now, Miami Mayor Francis Suarez would not be included. He has for more weeks to qualify. One of the requirements for the first debate is that each candidate must have registered at least 1% in at least 2 qualifying national polls and 2 qualifying polls for more than 1 state.
Teamsters at mail service provider UPS are set to go on strike as negotiations stall prior to the July 31st contract deadline. CNN's Shelly Molashi has more on a rally held by workers over the weekend.
We've organized, we've strategized, now it's time to pulverize.
Over the weekend, Teamsters Union General President and members speaking out at a rally in Atlanta ahead of a looming UPS strike vote. It comes after the two sides failed to reach a deal over workers' pay and benefits. If UPS workers walk off the job, the effect will be historic, the largest strike at a single company in American history. A way to stop concerned UPS customers from going to rival delivery services.
We do not get a deal. UPS has chose to strike themselves, and we will withhold our labor July 31st at 12:01 a.m. But if we get a tentative agreement subject to ratification and we're going to recommend it, then we will not withhold our labor.
On Wednesday, UPS released a statement saying in part, we are prepared to increase our industry-leading pay and benefits, but need to work quickly to finalize a fair deal that provides certainty for our customers, our employees, and businesses across the country. On Saturday, O'Brien said 95% of the contract has been negotiated, adding that UPS knows they need to pay their members, including the part-timers.
The packages don't move unless we move them. The stuff doesn't go anywhere unless we move it.
According to a Teamsters spokesperson, negotiators from the two sides will meet up on Tuesday in Washington. I'm Shelley Malashi reporting.
The South Florida community got a little closer this weekend. Caplin's Vanessa Garcia reports how one event brought people together through artistic expression.
Over the weekend, South Florida escaped reality for a day filled with peace, art, and wellness. The community gathered at the Arts Center to celebrate a day of art and mind. The event, sponsored by Nicholas Children's Hospital, invited all ages to enjoy a free day of inner healing and art-focused experiences, bringing a jam-packed schedule of activities throughout the entire day.
The mission for today is to really bring together the arts and the health and wellness areas for our community. So we want to make sure that we name how the arts can play a vital role in the health and wellness of our community for individuals, but also the collective good.
Music, dance, visual arts, and immersive experience took guests to a new level of connecting with the mind while healing with the arts.
Individuals were able to enjoy a variety of activities, such as enjoying projections of color, hearing words of poetry, playing the percussion, attending workshops, face painting, hearing live instrumental performances, and lots of dancing.
It's nice to see that so many families are coming out with their children and exposing them to the arts and exposing them to mindful things that help develop a consciousness.
Educating the community on the importance of sharing kindness and mental well-being through the connection of interacting. Guests were able to participate in activities that help in bringing society closer for a day of reflection and awareness.
Art and minding not only brought a community together, but proved how both intertwine with making a positive impact in people's lives. Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Vanessa Garcia.
Big-time fandom after the Barbie movie releases to theaters nationwide. It finished #1 with $155 million in domestic ticket sales. Caplin's Gabriela Perez reports the reaction on the streets.
As we enter Barbie Land, actors Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling bring a performance that allows Barbie fans to relive their childhood. The 2023 fantasy comedy film, directed by Greta Gerwig, has already become a summer go-to. Viewers follow America's most admired doll as she leaves Barbie Land and steps flat feet first into the real world.
It is definitely Barbie's world, and we are just living in it. The Barbie movie has officially released on July 21st. I am currently standing in front of the cinema, witnessing the excitement of Barbie enthusiasts after the release.
Oh, I was so excited. I grew up with little dolls, and then to see some of the dolls that I had growing up too, like come to life on screen was so cool. Because I know one of them that actually got discontinued is also in the movie, and it was just really cool to see that kind of stuff. But yeah, I loved it.
As pink and bright as this movie portrays, Barbie begins asking big questions.
Do you guys ever think about dying?
Throughout her journey in the real world, which will allow the audience to relate and feel for the character.
Honestly, like when I was growing up, Barbie was initially very much like the stereotypical Barbie, and now like looking at who she has become, she is incredibly diverse. There's a thick Barbie, there's a Barbie who is an archaeologist like myself.
For more information on reserving your tickets, visit your local movie theater.
As this is the first live-action Barbie film ever, we get to witness how Barbie is absolutely everything and Ken is simply just Ken. Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Gabriela Perez.
The Marlins try to catch one back at home over the Rookies to get back on the right foot.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
For me to be able to put on a Marlins jersey is everything for me. I love Miami, everyone knows that.
The South Florida community gets up close and personal with the Miami Marlins. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
the black truck. Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
The Miami sports connection has never been closer, and the Miami Marlins are showing some love. The Marlins are feeling the connection as Caplin's Daniela Folke reports on their shared identity with the South Florida community.
The Miami Marlins have a significant impact on the city of Miami. The Marlins are more than just a sports team. They represent the spirit and identity of South Florida.
As an organization, the Miami Marlins have always been dedicated to building a winning team, both on and off the field.
For me to be able to put on a Marlins jersey is everything for me. I love Miami. Everyone knows that. Born and raised here, went to UM, the whole deal. So it's awesome to be a Marlin and represent the 305.
I feel like it's a tight-knit group, kind of family-oriented around here. And so just playing well as a team, kind of taking that same mentality as a family into the clubhouse, I think it worked for us.
Whether you're a diehard fan or a casual one, the Marlins are an important part of what makes South Florida such a great place to visit and live. Reporting for Caplin News, my name is Daniela Folke.
At a record-setting night from the pitcher's mound where all the Marlins needed to snap their losing streak. The Fish ended their series against the Colorado Rockies yesterday in dramatic fashion. Jesus Luzardo posted a career-high 13 strikeouts in his 7 innings played, but the Rockies held on, forcing extra innings off a single-run homer at the top of the 9th. Luis Arraez, however, was able to deliver when it mattered most, hitting a walk-off RBI to close out the weekend with a much-needed win. The final score was Marlins 3, Rockies 2. The Marlins are back on the road this week, hoping to continue their momentum as they face the Tampa Bay Rays tomorrow night. You're watching Newsbreak. We'll be back in a moment. Takes his first playoff win.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action. And from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Lauren Wirtz.
And I'm Kenneth Bueno. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.